Gdańsk, German, Danzig, Kashubian, Gdansk, Latin, Gdańsk, Dantiskum, is a city on the Baltic coast of northern Poland. With a population of 470,805, Gdańsk is the capital and largest city of the Pomeranian Voivodeship and the most prominent city in the geographical region of Pomerania. It is Poland's principal seaport and the country's fourth largest metropolitan area. The city is situated at the southern edge of Gdańsk Bay, in a conurbation with the city of Gdynia, the resort town of Sopot, and suburban communities. These form a metropolitan area called the Tricity, with a population of approximately 1.5 million. Gdańsk lies at the mouth of the Motlawa River, connected to the Lenuka, a branch in the delta of the Vistula River, which drains 60% of Poland and connects Gdańsk with the Polish capital, Warsaw. The city's history is complex, with periods of Polish, Prussian and German rule, and periods of autonomy as a free city-state. An important shipbuilding port and trade point since the Middle Ages, in 1361 it became a member of the Hanseatic League, which defined its economic, demographic and urban landscape for several centuries. From 1918 to 1939, Gdańsk lay in the disputed Polish corridor between Poland and Germany. Its ambiguous political status created tensions that culminated in the invasion of Poland and the first clash of the Second World War at nearby Westerplatte. The contemporary city was shaped by extensive border changes, expulsions and new settlement in or after 1945. In the 1980s, Gdańsk was the birthplace of the Solidarity movement, which played a major role in bringing an end to communism in Poland and helped precipitate the collapse of the Eastern Bloc, the fall of the Berlin Wall and the dissolution of the Warsaw Pact. Gdańsk is home to the University of Gdańsk, Gdańsk University of Technology, the National Museum, the Gdańsk Shakespeare Theatre, the Museum of the Second World War, the Polish Baltic Philharmonic and the European Solidarity Center. The city also hosts St. Dominic's Fair, which dates back to 1260, and is regarded as one of the biggest trade and cultural events in Europe. Gdańsk has also topped rankings for the quality of life, safety and living standards worldwide, and its historic city center has been listed as one of Poland's national monuments. Name's origin. There are countless theories as to the origin of the city's name, with some being the subject of speculation. It is likely that the name was derived from Gdynia, a river presently known as Motlawa on which the city is situated. Linguists argue that the name stems from the Proto-Slavic adjective, prefix gd, which meant wet or moisty with the addition of the morpheme n, ni and the suffix sk. Conrad Celtes and Johann Uphagen believed that the appellation was given to the settlement by the Germanic Goths. Other scholars from the 19th century claim that the name originated from the expression ku Dansk, which meant, towards Denmark. History. The name of a settlement was recorded after Saint Adalbert's death in AD 997 as Urbs Gdynice, and it was later written as Kdansk in 1148, Gdansk in 1188, Dansk in 1228, Gdańsk in 1236, Dans in 1263, Dansk in 1311, Danzig in 1399, Danzig in 1414, Gdańsk in 1656. In Polish the modern name of the city is pronounced. In English the usual pronunciation is Densk, or Diensk. The German name, Danzig, is pronounced. The city's Latin name may be given as either Gdynia, Gdańsk or Dantiskum. The variety of Latin names reflects the mixed influence of the city's Polish, German and Kashubian heritage. Other former spellings of the name include Danzig, Danzig and Danzig. Ceremonial names. On special occasions the city is also referred to as the Royal Polish City of Gdańsk. In the Kashubian language the city is called Gdańsk. Although some Kashubian may also use the name, our capital city Gdańsk, or, the Kashubian capital city Gdansk. The cultural and historical connections between the city and the region of Kashubia are debatable, and use of such names raises controversy among Kashubian. History. Early Poland. The first written record thought to refer to Gdańsk is the Vita of St. Adalbert. Written in 999, it describes how in 997 St. Adalbert of Prague baptized the inhabitants of Urbs Gdynice, which separated the great realm of the Duke from the sea. No further written sources exist for the 10th and 11th centuries. Based on the date in Adalbert's Vita, the city celebrated its millennial anniversary in 1997. Archaeological evidence for the origins of the town was retrieved mostly after World War II had laid 90% of the city center in ruins, enabling excavations. The oldest 17 settlement levels were dated to between 980 and 1308. It is generally thought that Mieszko I of Poland erected a stronghold on the site in the 980s, thereby connecting the Polish state ruled by the Piast dynasty with the trade routes of the Baltic Sea. Traces of buildings and housing from the 10th century have been found in archaeological excavations of the city. Pomeranian Poland. The site was ruled as a Duchy of Poland by the Samborides. It consisted of a settlement at the modern Long Market, settlements of craftsmen along the Old Ditch, German merchant settlements around St. Nicholas's Church and the old Piast stronghold. In 1186, a Cistercian monastery was set up in nearby Aliwa, which is now within the city limits. In 1215, the ducal stronghold became the center of a Pomerelian splinter duchy. At that time the area of the later city included various villages. From at least 1224-25 a German market settlement with merchants from Lübeck existed in the area of today's Long Market. In 1224-25, merchants from Lübeck were invited as hospits but were soon forced to leave by Swantopolk II of the Samborides during a war between Swantopolk and the Teutonic Knights, during which Lübeck supported the latter. Migration of merchants to the town resumed in 1257. Significant German influence did not reappear until the 14th century, after the takeover of the city by the Teutonic Knights. At latest in 1263 Pomerelian Duke, Swantopolk II, granted city rights under Lübeck law to the emerging market settlement. It was an autonomy charter similar to that of Lübeck, which was also the primary origin of many settlers. In a document of 1271 the Pomerelian Duke Mestwin II addressed the Lübeck merchants settled in the city as his loyal citizens from Germany. In 1300, the town had an estimated population of 2,000. While overall the town was far from an important trade center at that time, it had some relevance in the trade with Eastern Europe. Low on funds, the Samborides lent the settlement to Brandenburg, although they planned to take the city back and give it to Poland. Poland threatened to intervene, and the Brandenburgians left the town. Subsequently, the city was taken by Danish princes in 1301. The Teutonic Knights were hired by the Polish nobles to drive out the Danes. Teutonic Knights in 1308, the town was taken by Brandenburg and the Teutonic Knights restored order. Subsequently, the Knights took over control of the town. Primary sources record a massacre carried out by the Teutonic Knights against the local population, of 10,000 people, but the exact number killed is subject of dispute in modern scholarship. Some authors accept the number given in the original sources, while others consider 10,000 to have been a medieval exaggeration, although scholarly consensus is that a massacre of some magnitude did take place. The events were used by the Polish crown to condemn the Teutonic Knights in a subsequent papal lawsuit. The Knights colonized the area, replacing local Kashubian and Poles with German settlers. In 1308, they founded Osiek Hakelwerk near the town, initially as a Slavic fishing settlement. In 1340, the Teutonic Knights constructed a large fortress, which became the seat of the Knights Comtor. In 1346 they changed the town law of the city, which then consisted only of the Rechtsstaat, to Culm law. In 1358, Danzig joined the Hanseatic League, and became an active member in 1361. It maintained relations with the trade centers Bruges, Novgorod, Lisboa and Sevilla. Around 1377, the old town was equipped with city rights as well. In 1380, the new town was founded as the third, independent settlement. After a series of Polish-Teutonic wars, in the Treaty of Kalisz the order had to acknowledge that it would hold Pomerelia as a fief from the Polish crown. Although it left the legal basis of the order's possession of the province in some doubt, the city thrived as a result of increased exports of grain, timber, potash, tar, and other goods of forestry from Prussia and Poland via the Vistula River trading routes, although after its capture, the Teutonic Knights tried to actively reduce the economic significance of the town. While under the control of the Teutonic Order German migration increased. The order's religious networks helped to develop Danzig's literary culture. A new war broke out in 1409, culminating in the Battle of Grunwald, and the city came under the control of the Kingdom of Poland. A year later, with the First Peace of Thorn, it returned to the Teutonic Order. Kingdom of Poland in 1440, the city participated in the foundation of the Prussian Confederation, which was an organization opposed to the rule of the Teutonic Knights. The organization in its complaint of 1453 mentioned repeated cases in which the Teutonic Knights imprisoned or murdered local patricians and mayors without a court verdict. Upon the request of the organization, King Casimir IV of Poland reincorporated the territory to the Kingdom of Poland in 1454. This led to the 13 Years' War between Poland and the state of the Teutonic Order. Since 1454, the city was authorized by the king to mint Polish coins. The local mayor pledged allegiance to the king during the incorporation in March 1454 in Krakow, and the city again solemnly pledged allegiance to the king in June 1454 in Elblag, recognizing the prior Teutonic annexation and rule as unlawful. On 25 May 1457 the city gained its rights as an autonomous city. On 15 May 1457, Casimir IV of Poland granted the town the Great Privilege, after he had been invited by the town's council and had already stayed in town for 5 weeks. With the Great Privilege, the town was granted full autonomy and protection by the King of Poland. The privilege removed tariffs and taxes on trade within Poland, Lithuania and Ruthenia and conferred on the town independent jurisdiction, legislation and administration of her territory, as well as the right to mint its own coin. Furthermore, the privilege united Old Town, Osiek and Main Town, and legalized the demolition of New Town, which had sided with the Teutonic Knights. By 1457, Newtown was demolished completely, no buildings remained. Gaining free and privileged access to Polish markets, the seaport prospered while simultaneously trading with the other Hanseatic cities. After the Second Peace of Thorn between Poland and the Teutonic Order, the warfare ended permanently. After the Union of Lublin between Poland and Lithuania in 1569, the city continued to enjoy a large degree of internal autonomy. Being the largest and one of the most influential cities of Poland, it enjoyed voting rights during the royal election period in Poland. In 1569, a Mennonite church was founded here. In the 1575 election of a king to the Polish throne, Danzig supported Maximilian II in his struggle against Stephen Batory. It was the latter who eventually became monarch, but the city, encouraged by the secret support of Denmark and Emperor Maximilian, shut its gates against Stephen. After the siege of Danzig, lasting 6 months, the city's army of 5,000 mercenaries was utterly defeated in a field battle on 16 December 1577. However, since Stephen's armies were unable to take the city by force, a compromise was reached. Stephen Batory confirmed the city's special status and her Danzig law privileges granted by earlier Polish kings. The city recognized him as ruler of Poland and paid the enormous sum of 200,000 guldens in gold as payoff. During the Polish-Swedish War of 1626 to 1629, in 1627, the naval Battle of Oliwa was fought near the city, and it is considered one of the greatest victories in the history of the Polish Navy. During the Swedish invasion of Poland of 1655 to 1660, commonly known as the Deluge, the city was unsuccessfully besieged by Sweden. In 1660, the war was ended with the Treaty of Oliwa, signed in the present-day district of Oliwa. Around 1640, Johannes Hevelius established his astronomical observatory in the Old Town. Polish King John III Sobieski regularly visited Hevelius numerous times. Beside a majority of German speakers, whose elites sometimes distinguish their German dialect as Pomerelian, the city was home to a large number of Polish-speaking Poles, Jewish Poles, Latvian-speaking Kerseniki, Flemings and Dutch. In addition, a number of Scots took refuge or migrated to and received citizenship in the city. During the Protestant Reformation, most German-speaking inhabitants adopted Lutheranism. Due to the special status of the city and significance within the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth, the city inhabitants largely became bicultural, sharing both Polish and German culture, and were strongly attached to the traditions of the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth. The city suffered a last Great Plague and a slow economic decline due to the wars of the 18th century. As a stronghold of Stanislaw Leszczyński's supporters during the War of the Polish Succession, it was taken by the Russians after the siege of Danzig in 1734. The Danzig Research Society, founded in 1743, was one of the first of its kind. Prussia and Germany. Danzig was annexed by the Kingdom of Prussia in 1793, in the Second Partition of Poland. Both the Polish and the German-speaking population largely opposed the Prussian annexation and wished the city to remain part of Poland. The mayor of the city stepped down from his office due to the annexation, and also notable city councillor Jan Uphagen, historian and art collector, whose Baroque house is now a museum, resigned as a sign of protest against the annexation. An attempted student uprising against Prussia led by Gottfried Benjamin Bartholdy was crushed quickly by the authorities in 1797. During the Napoleonic Wars, in 1807, the city was besieged and captured by a coalition of French, Polish, Italian, Saxon and Baden forces. Afterwards, it was a free city from 1807 to 1814, when it was captured by combined Prussian-Russian forces. In 1815, after France's defeat in the Napoleonic Wars, it again became part of Prussia and became the capital of Regierungsbezirk Danzig within the province of West Prussia. The city's longest-serving president was Robert von Blumenthal, who held office from 1841, through the revolutions of 1848, until 1863. With the unification of Germany in 1871 under Prussian hegemony, the city became part of the German Empire and remained so until 1919, after Germany's defeat in World War I. Interwar years and World War II. When Poland regained its independence after World War I with access to the sea as promised by the Allies on the basis of Woodrow Wilson's 14 points, the Poles hoped the city's harbor would also become part of Poland. However, in the end, since Germans formed a majority in the city, with Poles being a minority, the city was not placed under Polish sovereignty. Instead, in accordance with the terms of the Versailles Treaty, it became the Free City of Danzig, an independent quasi-state under the auspices of the League of Nations, with its external affairs largely under Polish control, without, however, any public vote to legitimize Germany's loss of the city. Poland's rights also included free use of the harbor, a Polish post office, a Polish garrison in Westerplatte district, and customs union with Poland. This arrangement was inspired by the history of the city, which for hundreds of years was part of Poland, with which it shared economic interests, thanks to which it flourished, and within which it enjoyed wide autonomy. This led to a considerable tension between the local German administration and the Republic of Poland. The Free City had its own constitution, national anthem, parliament, and government. It issued its own stamps as well as its currency, the Danzig Gulden. With the growth of Nazism among Germans, anti-Polish sentiment increased and both Germanization and segregation policies intensified. In the 1930s, the rights of local Poles were commonly violated and limited by the local administration. Polish children were refused admission to public Polish language schools. Premises were not allowed to be rented to Polish schools and preschools. Due to such policies, only 8 Polish-language public schools existed in the city, and Poles managed to organize 7 more private Polish schools. In 1937, Poles who sent their children to private Polish schools were demanded to transfer children to German schools, under threat of police intervention, and attacks were carried out on Polish schools and Polish youth. German militias carried out numerous beatings of Polish activists, scouts and even mailmen, as punishment for distributing the Polish press. German students attacked and expelled Polish students from the Technical University. Dozens of Polish surnames were forcibly Germanized, while Polish symbols that reminded that for centuries Gdańsk was part of Poland were removed from the city's landmarks, such as the Artist Court and the Neptune's Fountain. From 1937, the employment of Poles by German companies was prohibited, and already employed Poles were fired. The use of Polish in public places was banned and Poles were not allowed to enter several restaurants, in particular those owned by Germans. In 1939, before the German invasion of Poland and outbreak of World War II, local Polish railwaymen were victims of beatings, and after the invasion, they were also imprisoned and murdered in concentration camps. In the early 1930s, the local Nazi party capitalized on pro-German sentiments and in 1933 garnered 50% of vote in the parliament. Thereafter, the Nazis under Gauleiter Albert Forster achieved dominance in the city government, which was still nominally overseen by the League of Nations High Commissioner. The German government officially demanded the return of Danzig to Germany along with an extraterritorial highway through the area of the Polish corridor for land-based access from the rest of Germany. Hitler used the issue of the status of the city as a pretext for attacking Poland and in May 1939, during a high-level meeting of German military officials explained to them, "It is not Danzig that is at stake. For us it is a matter of expanding our Lebensraum in the east," adding that there will be no repeat of the Czech situation, and Germany will attack Poland at first opportunity, after isolating the country from its Western allies. After the German proposals to solve the 3 main issues peacefully were refused, German-Polish relations rapidly deteriorated. Germany attacked Poland on 1 September after having signed a non-aggression pact with the Soviet Union in late August and after postponing the attack 3 times. The German attack began in Danzig, with a bombardment of Polish positions at Westerplatte by the German battleship Schleswig-Holstein, and the landing of German infantry on the peninsula. Outnumbered Polish defenders at Westerplatte resisted for 7 days before running out of ammunition. Meanwhile, after a fierce day-long fight, defenders of the Polish post office were tried and executed then buried on the spot in the Danzig quarter of Zaspa in October 1939. In 1998 a German court overturned their conviction and sentence. The city was officially annexed by Nazi Germany and incorporated into the Reichsgau Danzig, West Prussia. About 50% of members of the Jewish community had left the city within a year after a pogrom in October 1937. After the Kristallnacht riots in November 1938, the community decided to organize its emigration and in March 1939 a first transport to Palestine started. By September 1939 barely 1,700 mostly elderly Jews remained. In early 1941, just 600 Jews were still living in Danzig, most of whom were later murdered in the Holocaust. Out of the 2,938 Jewish community in the city, 1,227 were able to escape from the Nazis before the outbreak of war. Nazi secret police had been observing Polish minority communities in the city since 1936, compiling information, which in 1939 served to prepare lists of Poles to be captured in Operation Tannenberg. On the first day of the war, approximately 1,500 ethnic Poles were arrested, some because of their participation in social and economic life, others because they were activists and members of various Polish organizations. On the 2nd of September 1939, 150 of them were deported to the Sicherheitsdienst Camp Stutthof some 50 kilometers from Danzig, and murdered. Many Poles living in Danzig were deported to Stutthof or executed in the Piasnica forest. During the war, the Germans operated a Nazi prison in the city, and Einsatzgruppen operated penal camp, a camp for Romani people, and several subcamps of the Stutthof concentration camp within the present-day city limits. In 1941, Hitler ordered the invasion of the Soviet Union, eventually causing the fortunes of war to turn against Germany. As the Soviet army advanced in 1944, German populations in Central and Eastern Europe took flight, resulting in the beginning of a great population shift. After the final Soviet offensives began in January 1945, hundreds of thousands of German refugees converged on Danzig, many of whom had fled on foot from East Prussia. Some tried to escape through the city's port in a large-scale evacuation involving hundreds of German cargo and passenger ships. Some of the ships were sunk by the Soviets, including the Wilhelm Gustloff after an evacuation was attempted at neighboring Gdynia. In the process, tens of thousands of refugees were killed. The city also endured heavy Allied and Soviet air raids. Those who survived and could not escape had to face the Soviet army, which captured the heavily damaged city on 30 March 1945, followed by large-scale rape and looting. In line with the decisions made by the Allies at the Yalta and Potsdam conferences, the city was reintegrated with Poland, although with a Soviet-installed communist regime, which stayed in power until the fall of communism in the 1980s. The remaining German residents of the city who had survived the war fled or were expelled to post-war Germany. The city was repopulated by ethnic Poles. Up to 18% of them had been deported by the Soviets in two major waves from pre-war Eastern Polish areas annexed by the Soviet Union. Contemporary Times in 1946, the Communists executed 17-year-old Danuta Siedziakouna and 42-year-old Felix Selmanowicz, Polish resistance members, in the local prison. The port of Gdańsk was one of the three Polish ports through which Greeks and Macedonians, refugees of the Greek Civil War, reached Poland. In 1949, 4 transports of Greek and Macedonian refugees arrived at the port of Gdańsk, from where they were transported to new homes in Poland. Parts of the historic Old City of Gdańsk, which had suffered large-scale destruction during the war, were rebuilt during the 1950s and 1960s. The reconstruction sought to dilute the German character of the city, and set it back to how it supposedly looked like before the annexation to Prussia in 1793. 19th-century transformations were ignored as ideologically malignant by post-war administrations, or regarded as Prussian barbarism, worth of demolition, while Flemish, Dutch, Italian and French influences were emphasized in order to neutralize the German influx on the general outlook of the city. Boosted by heavy investment in the development of its port and 3 major shipyards for Soviet ambitions in the Baltic region, Gdańsk became the major shipping and industrial center of the People's Republic of Poland. In December 1970, Gdańsk was the scene of anti-regime demonstrations, which led to the downfall of Poland's communist leader Władysław Gomulka. During the demonstrations in Gdańsk and Gdynia, military as well as the police opened fire on the demonstrators, causing several dozen deaths. 10 years later, in August 1980, Gdańsk shipyard was the birthplace of the Solidarity trade union movement. In September 1981, to deter Solidarity, Soviet Union launched Exercise Zapad 81, the largest military exercise in history, during which amphibious landings were conducted near Gdańsk. Meanwhile, the Solidarity held its first national congress in Hala Olivia, Gdańsk, when more than 800 deputies participated. Its opposition to the communist regime led to the end of Communist Party rule in 1989, and sparked a series of protests that overthrew the communist regimes of the former Soviet bloc. Solidarity's leader, Lech Walesa, became president of Poland in 1990. In 2014, the European Solidarity Center, a museum and library devoted to the history of the movement, opened in Gdańsk. Gdańsk native Donald Tusk became Prime Minister of Poland in 2007, and President of the European Council in 2014. Today Gdańsk is a major shipping port and tourist destination. In 2014, the remains of Danuta Siedziakouna and Felix Selmanowicz were found at the local garrison cemetery, and then their state burial was held in Gdańsk in 2016, with the participation of thousands of people from all over Poland and the highest Polish authorities. In January 2019, the mayor of Gdańsk, Paweł Adamowicz, was assassinated by a man who had just been released from prison for violent crimes. The man claimed after stabbing the mayor in the abdomen, near the heart, that the mayor's political party had been responsible for imprisoning him. Though Adamowicz was able to undergo a multi-hour surgery to try to treat his wounds, he died the next day. In October 2019, the city of Gdańsk was awarded the Princess of Asturias Award in the Concord category as a recognition of the fact that the past and present in Gdańsk are sensitive to solidarity, the defense of freedom and human rights, as well as to the preservation of peace. Geography. Climate. Gdańsk has a climate with both oceanic and continental influences. According to some categorizations, it has an oceanic climate, while others classify it as belonging to the continental climate zone. It actually depends on whether the mean reference temperature for the coldest winter month is set at -3°C or 0°C. Gdańsk's dry winters and the precipitation maximum in summer are indicators of continentality. However, seasonal extremes are less pronounced than those in inland Poland. The city has moderately cold and cloudy winters with mean temperature in January and February near or below 0°C and mild summers with frequent showers and thunderstorms. Average temperatures range from -1.0 to 17.2 degrees Celsius, and average monthly rainfall varies 17.9 to 66.7 mm per month, with a rather low annual total of 507.3 mm. In general, it is damp, variable, and mild. The seasons are clearly differentiated. Spring starts in March and is initially cold and windy, later becoming pleasantly warm and often very sunny. Summer, which begins in June, is predominantly warm but hot at times with temperature reaching as high as 30 to 35 degrees Celsius at least couple times a year with plenty of sunshine interspersed with heavy rain. Gdańsk averages 1,700 hours of sunshine per year. July and August are the warmest months. Autumn comes in September and is at first warm and usually sunny, turning cold, damp, and foggy in November. Winter lasts from December to March and includes periods of snow. January and February are the coldest months with the temperature sometimes dropping as low as -15 degrees Celsius. Economy: the industrial sections of the city are dominated by shipbuilding, petrochemical, and chemical industries, and food processing. The share of high-tech sectors such as electronics, telecommunications, IT engineering, cosmetics and pharmaceuticals is on the rise. Amber processing is also an important part of the local economy, as the majority of the world's amber deposits lie along the Baltic coast. The Pomeranian Voivodeship, including Gdańsk, is also a major tourist destination in the summer, as millions of Poles and other European tourists flock to the beaches of the Baltic coastline. Major companies in Gdańsk. Main sites: architecture: the city has some buildings surviving from the time of the Hanseatic League. Most tourist attractions are located along or near Ulica Długa and Długi Targ, a pedestrian thoroughfare surrounded by buildings reconstructed in historical style and flanked at both ends by elaborate city gates. This part of the city is sometimes referred to as the Royal Route, since it was once the former path of processions for visiting kings of Poland. Walking from end to end, sites encountered on or near the Royal Route include Highland Gate, which marks the beginning of the Royal Route torture house and prison tower, now housing the Amber Museum mansion of the Society of St. George. Golden Gate: Ulica Długa, filled with picturesque tenements. Uphagen's House, branch of the Museum of Gdańsk. Lions Castle. Main Town Hall: Długi Targ. Artist Court: Neptune's Fountain, a masterpiece by architect Abraham van den Block, 1617. New Jury House, in which the seemingly 17th-century maiden in the window appears every day during the tourist season, referring to a popular novel Panenka z Okienka by Jadwiga Leszewska, set in 17th-century Gdańsk. Golden House, a distinctive Renaissance townhouse from the early 17th century, decorated with numerous reliefs and sculptures. Green Gate, a Mannerist gate, built as a formal residence of Polish kings, now housing a branch of the National Museum in Gdańsk. Gdańsk has a number of historical churches, including St. Catherine's Church and St. Mary's Church. This latter is a municipal church built during the 15th century, and is the largest brick church in the world. The city's 17th-century fortifications represent one of Poland's official National Historic Monuments, as designated on 16 September 1994 and tracked by the National Heritage Board of Poland. Other main sites in the historical city center include Royal Chapel of the Polish King John III Sobieski Zara, medieval port Crane Gradowa Hill granaries on the Oliwianka and Granary Islands, Great Armory John III Sobieski Monument, Old Town Hall Jan Hewaluz Monument, Great Mill Small Mill House of Research Society, Polish Post Office, site of the 1939 battle brick Gothic town gates, i.e. Mariachka Gate, Stragoniarska Gate, Cow Gate. Main sites outside the historical city center include Abbott's Palace in the Oliwa Park, Lighthouse in Nowy Port, Oliwa Cathedral, Pachołek Hill, an observation point in Oliwa Pier in Brzezno, medieval city walls, Westerplatte, Wisłowice Fortress. Gdańsk Zoo Museum's National Museum Department of Ancient Art contains a number of important artworks, including Hans Memling's Last Judgment. Green Gate Department of Modern Art, in the Abbott's Palace in Oliwa Ethnography Department, in the Abbott's Granary in Oliwa. Gdańsk Photography Gallery. Historical Museum, Main Town Hall. Artist Court. Uphagen's House. Amber Museum. Museum of the Polish Post-War Taunia NR1 na Westerplatte. Museum of Tower Clocks. Wisłowice Fortress. National Maritime Museum, Gdańsk. Zara Crane Granaries in Oliwianka. Museum. Ship SS Soldek is anchored on the Motlawa River and was the first ship built in post-war Poland. European Solidarity Center, museum and library dedicated to the history of the Solidarity movement. Archaeological Museum. Gdańsk Nowy Port. Lighthouse Izba Pamięci Wincentego Pola w Gdańsku Sobieski. Archdiocese Museum. Museum of the Second World War. Entertainment. Polish Baltic Philharmonic. Baltic Opera. Teatr Wybrzege. Gdańsk Shakespeare Theatre is a Shakespearean theatre built on the historical site of a 17th-century playhouse where English traveling players came to perform. The new theatre, completed in 2014, hosts the annual Gdańsk Shakespeare Festival. Transport. Gdańsk Lech Walesa Airport, an international airport located in Gdańsk. The Szybka Kolej Miejska, the fast urban railway, functions as a metro system for the Tri-City area including Gdańsk, Sopot and Gdynia, operating frequent trains to 27 stations covering the Tri-City. The service is operated by electric multiple unit trains at a frequency of 6 minutes to 30 minutes between trains on the central section between Gdańsk and Gdynia, and less frequently on outlying sections. The SKM system has been extended northwest of the Tri-City, to Wejherowo, Lubork and Słupska, 110 km west of Gdynia, and to the south it has been extended to Tczew, 31 km south of Gdańsk. Railways. The principal station in Gdańsk is Gdańsk-Główny railway station, served by both SKM local trains and PKP long-distance trains. In addition, long-distance trains also stop at Gdańsk-Oliwa railway station, Gdańsk-Rzeszów railway station, Sopot and Gdynia. Gdańsk also has 9 other railway stations, served by local SKM trains. Long-distance trains are operated by PKP Intercity, which provides connections with all major Polish cities, including Warsaw, Kraków, Lodz, Poznan, Katowice and Szczecin, and with the neighboring Kashubian Lakes region. In 2011 to 2015, the Warsaw-Gdańsk-Gdynia railway route underwent a major upgrading costing $3 billion, partly funded by the European Investment Bank, including track replacement, realignment of curves and relocation of sections of track to allow speeds up to 200 km per hour, modernization of stations, and installation of the most modern ETCS signaling system, which was completed in June 2015. In December 2014, new Alstom Pendolino high-speed trains were put into service between Gdańsk, Warsaw and Kraków, reducing the rail travel time from Gdańsk to Warsaw to 2 hours 58 minutes, further reduced in December 2015 to 2 hours 39 minutes. A new railway, Pomorska Kolej Metropolitalna, commenced service on 1 September 2015, connecting Gdańsk-Lech Walesa Airport with Rzeszów and downtown Gdańsk. It connects to the Szybka Kolej Miejska, which provides further connections to the entire area served by SKM. City buses and trams are operated by ZTM Gdańsk. From 1 October 2018, selected circuits of Line 31 from PKT Gdynia go to bus stop Sopot Ergo Arena without trolley pole. Small part of this route passes through Gdańsk. Port of Gdańsk, a seaport located on the southern coast of Gdańsk Bay within the city. Obwodnica Tromieszka, part of Expressway S6 that bypasses the cities of Gdańsk, Sopot and Gdynia. The A1 motorway connects the port and city of Gdańsk with the southern border of the country. As of 2014, some fragments of the A1 motorway are still incomplete. Gdańsk is the starting point of the Eurovelo 9 cycling route, which continues southward through Poland, then into the Czech Republic, Austria and Slovenia before ending at the Adriatic Sea in Pula, Croatia. Additionally, Gdańsk is part of the Rail 2C project. This project's objective is to connect the city with the Romanian Black Sea port of Constanța with a 3,663 km long railway line passing through Poland, Slovakia, Hungary and Romania. Sports. There are many popular professional sports teams in the Gdańsk and Tri-City area. Amateur sports are played by thousands of Gdańsk citizens and also in schools of all levels. The city's professional football club is Lechia Gdańsk. Founded in 1945, they play in the Ekstraklasa, Poland's top division. Their home stadium, Stadion Miejski, was one of the 4 Polish stadiums to host the UEFA Euro 2012 competition, as well as the host of the 2021 UEFA Europa League final. Other notable football clubs are Gdynia 1922 Gdańsk and SKS Styczniowik Gdańsk, which both played in the second tier in the past. Other notable clubs include Speedway Club Wybrzeże Gdańsk, which competes in the second tier as of 2020, but for decades competed in Poland's top division, most recently in 2014, where it finished second in 1967, 1978 and 1985. Rugby Club Lechia Gdańsk, which competes in Poland's top division, 13 times Polish champions, most recently in 2014. Handball club GKS Wybrzeże Gdańsk, which plays in the Poland's top division, 10 times Polish champions, most recently in 2001, 2 times European Cup runners-up. Ice hockey club Styczniowik Gdańsk, which competes in Poland's top division, finishing third in 2003. Volleyball club Trefl Gdańsk, which competes in Poland's top division, and finished second in 2015. The city's Hala Olivia was a venue for the official 2009 Eurobasket, and the Ergo Arena was one of the 2013 Men's European Volleyball Championship, 2014 FIVB Volleyball Men's World Championship and 2016 European Men's Handball Championship venues. Politics and local government. Contemporary Gdańsk is the capital of the province called Pomeranian Voivodeship and is one of the major centers of economic and administrative life in Poland. Many important agencies of the state and local government levels have their main offices here. The Provincial Administration Office, the Provincial Government, the Ministerial Agency of the State Treasury, the Agency for Consumer and Competition Protection, the National Insurance Regional Office, the Court of Appeals, and the High Administrative Court. Regional Center Gdańsk Voivodeship was extended in 1999 to include most of former Słupska Voivodeship, the western part of Elblag Voivodeship and Choinas County from Bydgoszcz Voivodeship to form the new Pomeranian Voivodeship. The area of the region was thus extended from 7,394 to 18,293 square kilometers, and the population rose from 1,333,800 to 2,198,000. By 1998, Tri-City constituted an absolute majority of the population. Almost half of the inhabitants of the new region live in the center. Municipal government legislative power in Gdańsk is vested in a unicameral Gdańsk City Council, which comprises 34 members. Council members are elected directly every 4 years. Like most legislative bodies, the City Council divides itself into committees which have the oversight of various functions of the city government. City Council in 2002 to 2006 Civic Platform 15 seats Democratic Left Alliance, Labor Union 6 seats Law and Justice 6 seats League of Polish Families 5 seats Self-Defense of the Republic of Poland 1 seat Bogdan Borusewicz 1 seat City Council in 2006 to 2010 Civic Platform 21 seats Law and Justice 13 seats City Council in 2010 to 2014 Civic Platform 26 seats Law and Justice 7 seats Democratic Left Alliance 1 seat City Council in 2014 to 2018 Civic Platform 22 seats Law and Justice 12 seats City Council in 2018 to 2023 Civic Coalition 15 seats Law and Justice 12 seats all for Gdańsk 7 seats Districts Gdańsk is divided into 34 administrative divisions, 6 dzielnikas and 28 ośrodki. Gdańsk dzielnikas include Chelm, Pieki Migowo, Przymorze Wielkie, Śródmieście, Rzeszów Dolny, Rzeszów Górny. Ośrodki are Aniolki, Bredowo, Brzeźno, Jasyn, Kokoszki, Krakowiak Górki Zachodni, Letnica, Matarnia, Maliniska, Nowy Port, Oliwa, Olszynka, Orunia Su. Wojciech Lips, Osowa, Przyrobka, Przymorze Male, Rudniki, Siedlce, Sobiszewo Island, Stogi, Stryza, Suchanino, Ujeszysko Lastowice, Seven Dwar, Wizgorz Mikiewicza, Zaspa Malinik, Zaspa Rozstaje, Zabianka Wedgera Jalitkowo Tysiaklisha. Education and science. There are 15 higher schools including 3 universities. In 2001 there were 60,436 students, including 10,439 graduates. University of Gdańsk, Gdańsk University of Technology, Gdańsk Medical University, Academy of Physical Education and Sport of Gdańsk, Musical Academy, Arts Academy, Institute of Fluid Flow Machinery of the Polish Academy of Sciences, Instytut Maszyn Przepływałych im. Roberta Szawalskiego Pan Instytut Budownictwa Wodnego Pan Ateneum, Szkoła Wyższa Gdańska, Wyższa Szkoła Humanistyczna Gdańska, Wyższa Szkoła Administracji, Wyższa Szkoła Społeczno-Ekonomiczna, Wyższa Szkoła Turystyki I Hotelarstwa w Gdańsku, Wyższa Szkoła Zarządzania WSB Universities. WSB University in Gdańsk. Scientific and regional organizations. Gdańsk Scientific Society, Baltic Institute, established 1925 in Torun, since 1946 in Gdańsk. TNOIK, Towarzystwo Naukowe Organizacji I Kierowania o Gdańsk IBNGR, Instytut Badań nad Gospodarką Rynkową,